got a reputation for mining and payout. I've run enough ops in the Python to know it works. Let's see if the T8 delivers for my favorite mining missions. First, I'm comparing the T8 to my usual Python to see if it offers any edge. Python has a higher top speed while the T8 edges ahead on boost. Jump range and maneuverability are nearly identical. The real difference is cargo. T8 offers almost 100 tons more capacity than the Python. Okay, in this station I don't have any mining missions, so I'm looking for buying some goods like bauxite, which is cheap and can make lots of profit. So definitely here the larger capacity will be very beneficial. So quick check on Inara where I can sell the bauxite. This time I will go to the system culture, and now it's time to see what the T8 actually can do. Bye bye Marine City. And yes, we are about to fly the T8 for the first time. So I like this place. It's kind of a very environmental station with all the green and stuff. Okay, so I'm actually pretty surprised how the Python is very easy to pilot, and I would even say it feels better than the Python. I'm not sure why the maneuverability was lower in the description, but I would say right now I'm very happy with my first second of fly. And yes, some more cinematic because why not? The jump range is 31 light year with full load and 47 light year when empty. This is very good for the usage I do of the T8 or the Python, because for the mining mission I do not need to jump that far away to find the necessary material for the missions. So with basically the same jump range but 100 tons more capacity for the T8, it makes it a very interesting ship. And yeah, thanks FDev for the magnificent frozen effect. Arriving at a destination, I'm selecting the station where I want to go, and it's around 2.5k light second away from the main star. And here, that's another thing that I discovered with this new ship introduced by Frontier, is the so-called SOC, or Supercruise overcharge, which is in my opinion a very cool option for, especially for trading, because the main constraint for transporting stuff from A to B is the time it takes usually to travel. But now with the SOC, I think everything will become very quick, at a quick pace, and I think it's very good. So I'm liking it even more, and I should have tried the SOC way earlier. So arriving at the station in nothing of a time. But of course this is not T8 option only. I think the SOC can be installed for every ship, but I think the T8 is very stable when activating the SOC and keep a pretty straight direction. And yeah, on the left side This is where we'll go in the next video to check the mining capability of that ship. Here checking suspicious pilots just hanging out behind me. So I'm doing the swing in, swing out to avoid interdiction, and when reaching the 7.5 million meters I just accelerate, and yeah, we can arrive safely without any interdiction. Arriving at the Outpost. So T8 is a medium ship, so basically we can land there. There is no problem. So I think that's one of the advantage of the T8. Lots of capacity and being a medium ship. I think that's really nice. And by the way, the Outpost there looks pretty fancy actually. I've never seen that type. Okay, anyway, maybe time to check flight assist off with the T8 just while approaching. Well, it looks very maneuverable, so that's very good. Oh, this one is a pretty nice type outpost. Maybe one day I should do a video about all the outpost design that are in the game. Okay, flight assist on again, and I will try to land that ship pretty smoothly. I got one of my comments saying that I drive that ship like a freaking shopping cart. So let's try to be smooth. That was smooth. That was very, very smooth for my standard. So here I sold my commodity and I'm buying a new one, which is tritium, because this one can also make lots of money. And I will then fly to another system and try to sell the tritium. And yes, if you didn't know, the right hand side panel in the commodity interface is actually interactive, and it will let you go to the galaxy map where you can find out stations and directly route your next destination, for example. and some more cinematics, because as always, why not? I really like to see a ship from the outside, and actually the T8 has a pretty nice design. So flying to my next destination, which is not very close, but once again with the Supercruise overcharge, I think long distance are not any issue anymore. One boost shot and I can just arrive at destination almost instantly. Of course, I will suffer the loop of shame. That means right now I don't really know how to use efficiently the Supercruise overcharge, and I kind of overshoot and need to loop around the station or the outpost I want to go. But I think with some practice this will not be an issue anymore. And I think the way is pretty clear. That means there is nobody behind us, that means suspicious, so probably we don't need to fear any interdiction. Now that we arrive at destination, it's time to check how the T8 can handle the mail slot. This is always a problem with bigger ship. Of course, Python is a medium ship, so I didn't have any issue entering the mail slots. And I'm expecting the T8 to be able to same basically. So let's check how T8 handled with his big cargo, and it seems pretty smooth. Yeah, I think it's even smoother than with the Python. I really like the way the ship handles. Of course, I have engineer engine dirty, but nice and sweet. So before I sell my cargo, because I'm here to sell my cargo, the first thing that I always do is, I think it's a good idea, is to check if there is any mining mission. For example, now I have tritium, and this is always or very often used for the mining mission, so I'll have a check. But apparently here they are only looking for beryllium and polymer, so no tritium, but I think it's worth to check. Those missions can reward pretty well. So I didn't find any mining missions, so I will just sell my tritium for a small profit, 1.5 million. now that I sold my cargo, it's time to see how the T8 can handle the exit of the station using the boost methodology. I mean, here in Asia, specifically in Asia, people always say that time is money, so I don't have real time to spend going out of the station, and even through the mail slot, we need to boost. So I'll check my destination. I want to go back to Cubeo because that's where I do mainly my mining mission right now, and I will see how the T8 can handle what I call the boost exit of the station through the mail slot. Okay, here we are, getting ready. I think it should be fine, I believe. So let's go and boost. Okay, you see, this ship is handling any kind of situation very, very smoothly. That's really great. Yeah, it flies pretty nicely. The maneuverability beside the cargo size are the two main advantages that I can see for this ship, and I would conclude saying that basically this new ship, which was recently introduced by FDev in the game, is really good. Big cargo, maneuverability, and I think it's built-in Supercruise overdrive, which allow you to really travel fast between distant stars. So yeah, just use it, and peace out.